Hello，大家好 ，Welcome to my channel. I'm actually a game nerd and a self-learner of English from China. I just finished another trip to Bali, Indonesia with my mom, which was a free trip paid for by our company. Something I didn't expect, so I have traveled twice in 1 month. I really love traveling and I'm looking forward to more trips. But before that, I need to go back to work to earn money for my next adventure. Speaking of travel, it seems like tourism to China has become quite popular lately. And whether on TikTok or YouTube, there are so many Chinese travel videos with impressive views. And this has attracted more and more tourists to China. But at the same time, many people are still hesitant and worried for various reasons. For a long time, China has been portrayed as a backward, chaotic, and unfree country. But as I always say, don't listen to what others say. See things with your own eyes. Only in this way can we truly understand the world and uncover secrets that others miss, grabbing opportunities that others overlook. Okay, enough rambling. Today I wanted to make a video about tips for traveling to China in 2025. Actually, many of my foreign friends have asked me these questions and suggested me make such a video. At first I was like, me? A game nerd and homebody giving travel advice? I didn't even feel confident that I understand this place well enough. As a Chinese person, I can't truly know what difficulties foreigners might face when traveling here because I'm so used to everything. For example, mobile payments. It's almost a cashless society, and unlike a credit card payment, even the smallest and most remote businesses accept mobile payments with no transaction fees. However, for foreigners, this can be quite a hassle. For a long time, registering for WeChat and linking a bank account or phone number required a Chinese ID. I didn't know this before. There are many other things that I take for granted, but for foreign visitors, they might be either fascinating or troublesome, which can lead to bad experiences. So I spent some time asking foreign friends who have been to China about the issues they encountered during their travels. I've summarized some important points for this video to help everyone. If you are planning to visit China in 2025, this video may help. So let's get started. Visa issues are always important but troublesome when traveling internationally. Sometimes you need to submit a lot of personal information, and there's even the risk of getting rejected. I've been rejected twice for an American visa, each time costing me around 2,000 RMB. It was really frustrating. I just wanted to attend BlizzCon. Anyway, never mind, because BlizzCon doesn't even exist anymore. Joking aside, China has also been a country where many visitors needed to put a lot of effort and meet several conditions to apply for a visa. For some, the country is not even considered a tourist destination because of some ingrained impressions. However, the good news is that China now offers visa exemptions for citizens of 38 countries and has opened 140-hour transit visa for over 15 countries. This means that if you are from these countries, you can visit China with just your passport for tourism. Countries with direct visa exemptions only need a passport to enter, and you can stay for up to 30 days. This policy is valid until December 13, 2025. So if you plan to visit after that, make sure to check if there are any extensions. The 140-hour transit visa means that if you have a flight ticket to a third country, you can stay in China for up to 7 days. This applies to the citizens of 54 countries. It's a bit more troublesome than the direct visa exemption, but much easier than apply for a regular visa. One thing to note is that when applying for this visa, you must have a departure ticket for a third country, not your return ticket for your home country. Also, you must provide this information before entering, or you won't be granted the visa. So make sure to prepare your flight tickets in advance. I noticed that some of the countries are listed under the both direct visa exemption and the 140-hour transit visa list, and I couldn't quite figure out the difference. So if anyone knows, feel free to have a comment below and tell me the differences. Thank you. Another point to remember is that some of these policies are provisional and may change at any time. So it's best to check the official website or consult an agent before your trip to get the most accurate information. As many people know, many foreign websites are restricted in China and you can't use them directly. However, there are legal ways to get around this. Here I recommend this Guangdong Telecom Great Bay Area SIM card, which works in Hong Kong, Macau, and mainland China. It requires real name registration and supports various types of ID documents. The data package has no usage time limit and can be used in mainland China to open any app, including but not limited to YouTube, Instagram, X, and so on. You can also use it for making calls in mainland China and Hong Kong, Macau, as well as register for WeChat and Alipay, which will help you link your credit cards for mobile payments. With this, you have no issues using the internet in China. If you don't want to buy a SIM card, VPN tools are also fine. As long as you're not using them for illegal activities, no one will mind. Yes, so don't worry about that. As I mentioned before, we are a cashless society in China. I never realized that this could be a hassle for foreign visitors. While in other countries, credit cards are accepted only at certain places, in China, even the smallest business, even if you are paying just a penny, can accept mobile payments. Cash payments are still possible, but you might face problems with change. But it's okay if you feel like to keep on using cash. This can be inconvenient for tourists, but it solves the headache of dealing with piles of coins after your trip or worrying about how much cash to bring and the safety of cash and credit cards. And the most common payment methods are WeChat Pay and Alipay. WeChat in particular is the most widely used social app, covering nearly every aspect of daily life, including but not limited to payment, travel, ticketing, communication, and even government services. Now, both of these apps support foreign credit card bundling, but I won't go into the details here as many people have already made detailed videos on this. I have been using them for years, so I'm not the best source of info on that. But if you encountered any problems while registering, feel free to ask, and I will do my best to help you. Public transportation in China is highly developed and convenient. Once you solve the payment issue, you can travel freely. There are all kinds of transportation options, all of which allow for QR code payment. For taxi, there are many apps available, but I often use DiDi, which is intuitive in terms of price and routes. If you don't want to download a new app, you can just search it for DiDi in WeChat. Public buses and subways can also be accessed by scanning a QR code in WeChat or Alipay. For example, in Shanghai, just search for Shanghai 地铁 or Shanghai 公交 to get your ride code. Flights and train tickets can be booked through mini groups in WeChat too, and you don't even need to install any extra apps. The only downside is that this method only supports search in Chinese. The English search results are usually not very accurate. I hope this can be improved in the future. If you have any question, feel free to ask, and I'll try to answer them. I don't recommend you visit China during holiday period. China has a huge population, so it has a massive number of domestic tourists, unless you wanted to experience what is people mountain people say. Or if you actually enjoy being in busy places, and hotels and the food price can go up by 1 to 4 times. Here, China had 3 long holidays. The 8-day Spring Festive, usually between January and February. The 5-day Labor Day holiday, May 1 to 5. And the 7-day National Day holiday, October 1 to 7. Additionally, there are 4 3-day holidays which are effectively only 1 day long because of the way they are arranged with weekends. So it's not that important. Also, keep in mind that the holiday dates are announced at the end of each year, so the dates may vary from year to year. Be sure to check the exact holiday dates before planning your trip. As you may know, China spans a vast area, and the climate differs greatly between the north and the south. For example, in Guangdong, where I live, we don't have a winter, and summer can be very hot, with the coldest temperature around 8 Celsius. In contrast, in the north, like Beijing, winter temperatures can drop to -10 to -20 degrees. So it's important to research the climate of the places you are visiting, especially if you are planning to travel across large areas of China. Some tourist spots require advance ticket purchases, especially popular ones like the Forbidden City in Beijing, which limits the number of visitors each day. So make sure to check ticket availability in advance. Don't drink tap water directly. While many countries claim their tap water is safe to drink, I won't recommend it. Even if it's treated, the water can pick up contaminants during its journey through pipes. When using public restrooms, remember to bring your own toilet paper or wet wipes. Although most public restrooms in big cities provide toilet paper, it's not guaranteed in all places. Also, there's no faucet next to the toilet, so be prepared if you from somewhere have this. Alright, I think that's all about it. If you have been to China and encountered any difficulties or issues that you think others should be aware of, feel free to leave a comment here and share with everyone. If you have any questions, you are also welcome to leave a comment below. I'll do my best to help if I know the answer. Thanks for your support. And let's enjoy the beautiful world together. So until next time, stay safe, stay positive, and peace. 再见，拜拜。